Well, while social media has brought many benefits, it's also argued that there are harmful effects. Earlier, we spoke with Stephen Musyoka. He is a digital media specialist at the Aga Khan University in Nairobi. We began by asking him if social media could be effectively regulated.
It's a gray area. You can't regulate social media because even the rules we have, the existing rules by the different authorities, they're still gray. And that is why you find people are, able to do whatever they want. We have incidents, of fraud and all that using social media. So it becomes very hard to regulate. And it's it just stays it's still a gray area. But however, what we always advocate for as people who've been in this space is for self-regulation. And we also do a lot of consumer education where you need to teach people a lot of things about social media, what are the effects of if you engage in this kind of behavior and all that. Because as a country, we're going into the general elections very soon. And when you start talking about regulating social media, you'll actually end up with a huge backlash. Right now, a lot of politicians are using it. A lot of corporates are also using it. So it's a gray area. However, what we need to advocate for is proper use of social media, a lot of consumer education, and people get to know what is right and what is wrong. We've seen it. Even Facebook was in hot soup a while back, whereby uh, data there was a lot of issues to do with data breach. So the the wider the internet penetration gets, also the huge, we end up having a higher risk on this. So there's room for a lot of negative, a lot of backlash, a lot of hate speech. So let's say it's a double-edged sword because you have on one end, as a country you're developing, you're having a lot of people accessing internet. On the other hand, people realize all I just need to do to spread, hate is just start a conversation on WhatsApp, and it spreads like, bushfire. And the fact that everyone now has, let's say, almost everybody has access to WhatsApp. There's a lot of fake news circulating. All I just need to do is to come up with a fake poster. You've seen people editing headlines, newspaper headlines, and we need to do a lot of a consumer education on how do you spot fake news, how do you follow up with something if you see it out there. So the risk is high, and as you go into the general election, you will be getting more and more fake stories, more and more phishing links. So we just have just to embrace for this phase come next year as a country.